All right, welcome back, everybody. We're back for
No, go ahead and finish your tweet, dude. It's cool.
yeah.
I know you're bored.
I'm fucking with you, man.
Yeah, excuse Javi. He's a little bit out of it.
He's heartbroken.
Fell asleep
Sold the drugs.
twice. It's all the drugs.
See, wait,
Not even doesn't even blame it on the alcohol, which is what we're known for on this show.
right?
It's the only drug you take is Centrum and B12.
Centrum Silver.
Extra strength. Vitamin C.
Yeah, so we are. This is 21, right? I mean, it has to be, right?
Yes,
Is that where we're at?
I believe
Only,
so.
only if we done 20 before this one. Oh, brother! Then it would be
Right?
21.
The math checks out.
The math,
Yeah.
the math be mathin'.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now I'm like,
I'm
Right, I gotta checking the math budget. Like, can we confirm that real quick before we start multiplying and stuff?
seriously. Okay, yeah. Episode 21. So of
Excellent.
course, we are talking about the Avengers today, and as always, we're gonna have it on in the background. So if we're just staring off into space and not looking at you guys, it's for that reason. So yeah, as always, first thoughts on this movie.
Oh, it's great. Mind blowing. Fisky.
sucked ass, bro. Nah, this movie when it came out, it was just like holy shit. Like everything was just perfect. Like it's from everything else we've seen before. Try to emulate comics and movies. This one just nailed it. It brought everything together. All the other movies that came out before it, the little separate ones, and then joined, and it was it's like a nice disguise that you mix everything together. It just comes out amazing.
The Discada of Marvel. I think, you know what? I think this is the movie that really showed what the MCU could be. Okay, it really showed the potential by
Like home runs, bro.
yeah, well, also by bringing all the different heroes together, which is something that's never been done, and connecting all the movies together. That's something that's big. You got some big bugs in your house. That's never been done before. And I'll give you a minute.
I think you mean scroll. Just kidding.
Nice,
That's a good one.
Nice.
Nicely done. Bringing it back on topic.
Yes, go ahead.
But it really showed the potential. And it's also a fanboy's dream, just to see Captain America, Thor, the Avengers, Iron Man, everybody together in one movie. I mean, really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I agree. Like just on the aspect of bringing them all into one movie finally,
Right.
because only if you knew read the comics or anything, you would know that they were gonna come together. But if you started watching Marvel movies, or if you just started learning about Marvel because of the movies, then you wouldn't think oh yeah, they're eventually gonna bring them together.
Yeah.
Right, which is nice because even that little bit of writing for them to say well, we can't just make movies for hardcore comic book guys. They wrote everything so that a casual viewer could pick it all up and genuinely be shocked and amazed and just taken aback that this actually worked so well. And for it being such a big cast, also they did it really well for everybody to not have one person have too much spotlight. So it felt this is just another Iron Man movie with these guys in it. No, it was all pretty well spread out that every character got their fair share of screen time.
Yeah, Javi brought up a good point earlier. During when the second wave of the Chitauri come in, and you hear Iron Man say, he says, "Call it out, Cap," and then he gives them all an assignment. And Javi mentioned that they all did get their own little bit of screen time in their little objectives or whatever, just enough to where everybody shined at least a little bit.
Right, and yeah, that was a really good sequence.
Yeah, the whole Battle of New York sequence was really good.
Oh, by the way, I know this movie came out a while ago, but just in case, and I know we already spoiled some stuff, but heavy spoilers coming. So if you haven't seen the original Avengers movie yet, somehow, yeah, but you've been warned, there are spoilers coming. So
Yeah, I feel there's a 10-year maximum. After 10 years, I don't think you have to give spoiler warnings. Because you haven't seen them by now, then you're not interested in seeing it. So,
Who was that?
That was me. I tapped the table.
You fucking dick.
Man, I would have lost money on that. Dude, I thought it was going to be Javi. Shit.
I was like, I
I looked at Javi's feet and they weren't moving. So.
I'm like, oh Oh God, those.
No faith. No faith in
real,
me.
Real quick, obviously, we're in a new place. We're in my place this time.
I was wondering
And-
when you're gonna bring that up.
Yeah. And like, thankfully, I have this table, so now we're able to use our handy dandy fucking mic stands.
Yeah.
So now Javi can just tap on whatever the fuck he wants to, and I won't hear it. But the problem is kicking the fucking table, which we just found out.
I am tap dancing underneath this thing.
And
He's just right there like,
we're like, who?
Oh man, like with me, like, with going back to the movie itself, the Samuel L. Jackson dude, just still, he fucking nails Nick Fury. The fact that
I mean, not
Nick
literally.
not
I
literally,
mean, literally said
say Nick Furry.
Nick Furry.
Fury.
El osito de night
Fury.
patch, güey. Fucking Nick Furry.
I'm hungry, okay.
I'm hungry.
Alright, yeah, that's it. I can't
We
talk
got,
anymore.
we got pizza in the back.
That's a spicy meatball.
You know, and another thing that this movie did very well that I probably not mentioned very well, or very much, is how well it was written. I mean, now ensemble movies are the norm, right? Everybody's used to them, but this was the first one. Compare how good this movie was written with something like, for example, Justice League, which I hate to be ragging on all the time, but
That's a shit show.
it's like night and day, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, as far as like ensemble movies, like no, it's not like the first one, but I think in the modern era of like superhero movies, and yes,
Yeah.
this is definitely the first ensemble movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, like not the
But-
first ever ensemble movie,
Right,
but
right.
the first major comic book ensemble movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
That did really well
That
too.
worked.
that actually worked.
that actually did. Exactly.
And this was great because like it strikes a really good balance between like the comedic moments and the serious moments.
Yeah.
And like right now, for example, the scene where Scarlet Witch is being interrogated, but she's actually interrogating them.
Black Widow.
What, Scarlet Witch?
Oh, I didn't say Scarlet Witch, huh? I meant
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah, dude. Like,
Don't insult my baby.
It's because she's a redhead. That's
that's
why.
what it
know.
is, dude. Like, I'm looking. Yeah.
You look at it.
Well,
And
I was thinking Scarlett Johansson. Like,
Scarlett. Oh, there you go.
that's
there
what I
you
was
go.
thinking. I was like, so I'm thinking like I meant to
That
say
works.
Scarlett
That
Johansson,
works.
but it came out Scarlet Witch.
That's
Yeah.
a fair point.
But
You see it, huh?
That's what I was like.
oh yeah,
Smack.
love that scene, dude. But yeah, and just the fact that Coulson's like just waiting real cool on the phone. He's like, no, it's cool. I'll wait. You know, because like he knows that she's just gonna whip everybody's ass and she'll be back on the phone in a minute. You know, just
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's cool.
And even
But just shows. Sorry, my bad. Just shows how good of a spy she is, right? How in control she is. How she can manipulate her targets while making herself
Like,
look vulnerable, which is gonna pay off, later on.
Right.
I'm sorry, sir.
no, I was just doing a callback to Agent Colton.
Coulson.
Colton, yeah.
You know the fact like
Colton?
he did
Coulson.
he did cameos in the first move what five movies.
Yeah, a couple Iron Man movies.
He came out in pretty much everyone
And then
since the
yeah.
beginning.
Like in the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
But you just get little bits and parts of it, and then he gets a little bit bigger role here. But it's like you said, everything was shared evenly. Well, in
Yeah.
this one, that he became a fan favorite.
Oh yeah, you know, like how crazy is that, right? Like
They
nobody
literally,
expected
they literally built the show around his character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call out because his character was so well done, so well acted. Because as far as I know, he's not in the comics.
No.
That character was created for the movies.
Right. I mean, he might be in the comics now, but that's probably because of this dude. And his
Yeah,
performance,
originally,
right?
yes. Yeah, okay.
But it's yeah, I think you're right. Dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he was in the comics originally, but
Right.
But he might be now, which is also pretty fucking cool. That
Yeah.
like his performance was that good that they actually like brought him into comic books just to
Yeah.
complete the whole thing.
And I just want to say the word ensemble one more time for no reason, just to make myself sound smart.
I can dig it.
And but that's it.
It's just,
Okay.
it's the button shirt you're
Yeah.
wearing.
Yeah.
You gotta look. If you look fancy, you gotta sound fancy.
Exactly.
there you go.
Yeah. To play the part.
So
Can you hear
That
the
is
bug,
quite the
Mick?
ensemble too.
Was it?
Oh, that, yeah. Actually, oh yeah, that's very good, Mickey. Yeah, that is quite an
Nice,
ensemble. Yeah.
Nicely done. Can you hear the bug? Can you hear him?
No,
Okay.
no, I can see him though. Well, the littler one. I don't know what happened to the bigger green one right now.
We have a bug in the room, guys. So if you hear us scream like little ladies in a moment or two because it landed on one of us, like
If someone gets slapped, they deserved it.
And he's not talking about the bug.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's just a fetish that you have.
I know daddy's here.
Understood.
Understood.
Understood. Check. Gotcha.
Loud and clear.
Oh man.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
No, I was actually gonna see if you guys knew or heard about any like fun facts or any like factoids about the movie.
Well, I didn't know the whole Stroma line was fucking ad-libbed until you guys brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was improvised.
Oh, and I think that's always, not even just in this one, but in pretty much any movie that Tony Stark was in, he always has food with him, and that's because Robert Downey Jr. actually loves to always be snacking.
Huh.
So he just always has munchies on him, and he'll just like add it into the scene. Like when he was talking to Banner, he kind of just went like that,
Because like he
and then
hide,
he like grabs it.
but he actually hides like snacks around set. No, like
Yeah.
that way it looks like organic. That he would like pull the raisinets out of his drawer or something, or whatever, and start munching or something. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Supposedly he does, but then they didn't want him to do it. I don't know how true it is, but this is something that I read. So, but they could never find the food, so they could never find where he was hiding it. So they just let him. So when you see him eating, like when they're on the helicarrier, like supposedly that was he wasn't that wasn't part in the movie. It's just he was hungry, so he just so they just let him do it because he also does it so naturally that it
Yeah.
doesn't really hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because he'll just pull it out from like behind a computer, just randomly, and just be like, yeah, and then what?
And it starts snacking on
right,
stuff.
like,
Yeah.
and he like casually like offers the Hulk blueberries. Like, who does that?
The part with which I had completely forgotten and I saw it on the rewatch when he calls out the guy watching Galaga. That was supposedly another ad lib or improvised line, but the director Joss Whedon liked it so much that he actually added the scene. Oops, sorry, that wasn't on purpose.
Damn it! I would have lost money, dude. Fucking hell. Sorry,
That-
Chris, go ahead.
No. Let me give
Go
let me
ahead.
get a moment to.
No, go ahead.
Okay, you good? You good? You go. Okay.
It's just
When he calls out
this was supposed to like prevent all that, and it's not working.
that was an
But anyways,
accident, Biggie.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no. I know.
there
It's
you
just
go.
funny
It's
that it
your movie.
happened.
Oh, that was a big motherfucker.
See, I said that was gonna happen.
Right.
So
How long is it gonna be before somebody goes?
he added the scene with the guy actually playing Galaga as a punchline, which again, I mean, the movie's like just full of those. They work really, really well.
The way that he brought it up to you was just like, that guy's playing Galaga.
Yeah.
Right,
He
like-
thought we couldn't see it.
Just put him on blast, dude. Everything, just like this good man's paying Gallagher.
I up to this day still don't know who the hell the counselor is.
The council. Oh, I don't think they ever like brought that up again. Like I think it's just supposed to be like this secret society, almost like a secret Illuminati, as opposed to a public Illuminati, which is
Right,
It's even worse.
Scarier thing, yeah.
It's the one that Beyonce is a part of.
yeah,
Yeah,
Beyonce's
right.
a part of
Just
So-
kidding. Just kidding, Beyonce fans. I'm joking.
yeah. We're not.
Actually, Taylor
One thing
Swift
we don't mess
owns
around
it.
here is for,
Blasphemy.
but yeah,
Blasphemy.
hit me with some trivia mutes.
So the other thing that I really liked, I don't know about as far as trivia, but the other thing that I really liked about this movie, like with the benefit of hindsight, is that like there's a lot of little callbacks that you see like later on in some of the other movies that they're so small and everything. You see them here the first time and like they just go quickly, but now after rewatching it, you're like, oh my god, like yeah, that was really quick, that was fast. One that I just had pointed out a little while ago off camera was the big battles coming up, whatever stuff. He just stabbed Coulson, and then Coulson tells him like, you're gonna lose, and he's like, why do you say that? And he's like, because it's in your nature to lose. And then later on in the Loki series, Owen Wilson tells him the same thing. It's in your nature. That you will always lose because you're a
okay.
Loki. You will always lose. You lack conviction, which is exactly what Coulson also said to him. You know, when
Which was also a great fucking show.
right? So Loki is there bragging about how like, oh dude, like, you know, I scattered you guys, the helicarrier's falling, blah blah blah, whatever, like I'm on top, like why do you think I'm gonna lose? And Coulson tells him like, yeah, like you lack conviction. And I think Owen Wilson like echoes that line later also in the Loki series. So there's like a lot of little things like that like, again, looking at it now with hindsight, it's like, oh my god, yeah, that's from like they said that later on in this other property, or they did this or they did that.
And kind of like to take that a little bit further, when I rewatched it and I heard that line, it made me think that Loki doesn't really want to win, because that would, for him, that would spoil the fun. Like he's kind of like a Joker type. where he just wants to mess with people and he wants to see the chaos. But if he wins, then he doesn't get that. So in reality, like, you know, when Coulson calls him out or lacking conviction, it's like he
Call him on his bullshit.
right. Like his whole point is just to watch the chaos and mess with people and see people. You know, it's like the little kid that instigates stuff and likes to, you know, see people fighting.
Right.
But if he were to win and actually become like
The king of whatever.
the king of whatever, then all that would stop. So
And he would be bored.
and he would be bored,
And be miserable,
right?
yeah.
And be miserable, yeah.
It'll be like the equivalent of like Wile E. Coyote finally catching the Roadrunner.
Yes.
Yeah, like
He loses his purpose.
Yeah. Like, what do I do now? You know,
Yeah.
I caught him. What
Like,
do I do?
fuck, I-
Yeah,
like-
don't panic, but you have a little bug on your.
Oh, there he is.
Why he didn't do anything to you?
He landed on me, bro.
That's
No
harassment.
one touches me like that.
That is unwarranted physical touch, bro, that I do not want. So I gave him some.
Some men just want to watch the world burn. So,
Right now he's like, you got some big bugs in your house, Mickey.
Right? Yeah, right. 2 minutes ago, he's like, man, there's some big bugs. I smack one, he's like, man, why you gotta
So-
smack the bug?
another.
Look, the bug's fine, dude. It's right there now. It's just
Oh, okay,
showing.
good.
All right, you sit there and be cool.
Adopt him. Take him home.
We'll name him Timmy.
Why are,
Hey,
they all,
Timmy.
why are they all named Timmy, dude?
Timmy.
Fucking.
Every time he comes in here, it's Timmy.
Fuck.
I think he's dead though.
No, he's moving around.
Oh, see, he's fine. Timmy.
You know what? You know what that means, right?
What?
You hit like a girl.
It means,
The bug just shook it off like.
I gave him a love tap, dude.
The bug was like, "That's the best you got, big man."
I wasn't shooting to kill.
So another little piece of trivia that I read today was that when Thor grabs Loki, when he grabs him from the Quinjet, you can see it's like very blink if you miss it, a crow, 2 crows, 1 or 2 crows.
Oh, this be two.
It's 2, right?
Yeah.
From
Which are in Norse mythology, those are actually Odin's crows.
Odin's crows. What I forget what they call. Hugin and Thuming or
Mugen.
Mugen and
It's Mugen and
Sugin,
Mugen and something. I can't remember
something.
the other
Yeah,
one. I think they both start with M. They're both M names.
something like that. Yeah,
Mugen and Marcy.
yeah,
Mew
yeah.
mew.
And Timmy.
And Timmy. Well, like another one, like another like blinking to miss a moment. When Captain America bails out of the Quinjet, and then Thor, you know, whatever, like the whole scene is gonna come up with the whole Shakespeare in the Park joke or whatever.
Yeah.
You see Chris Evans like putting on a parachute, but apparently he was like really struggling to get it on properly. So he just puts the straps on. But if you look at that scene, like the ones that go around your legs, like he never steps through them. So like the parachute is just dangling when he jumps out of the Quinjet.
Oh, okay.
So and I mean, obviously, he wasn't jumping
Yeah.
out of a real Quinjet, right, for the scene or whatever and stuff. But like, yeah, he was just struggling so much, like he couldn't get
bet-
his legs through the.
I bet you if you had been Tom Cruise, he would have.
Oh yeah, for sure. He would have done a backflip into that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He would have done like fucking triple backhand stands while putting on the fucking parachute.
He would have thrown the parachute first and then jumped after it and
put it on midair.
And put it in midair. Yeah.
But he had to do that run out of the Quinjet though.
Yeah. Somebody's having fun.
Oh, I was like, who's making that noise?
I thought it was you,
Why does it
dude.
sound like?
That's why we all looked over you, dude. Like, it came from your general direction. We're like,
Fuck. Bored, bro.
we thought you were watching like cat videos on your phone, dude, for a second.
No, I'm looking for fun facts about this movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Are you saying we're not fun enough?
There was no, just
Yeah.
I'm just looking for some that we haven't said yet.
I felt it, dude. It was like, oh, like now he's trying to hit me back, like, oh, check this. Little bug punch.
The same one? Was it the green one?
I think so.
Big motherfucker, yeah, dude.
Oh.
It bounced off and then behind on the couch.
Well, apparently Scarlett Johansson turned down a cameo or a role in Total Recall to make this movie.
That was probably
Best.
a good recall on her part.
Good call. Good call.
Great call.
Total Recall, the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
None of the original one.
No, I wasn't asking a question. I was saying, I was stating Total Recall, the remake.
Oh, I thought you were asking.
No,
Sorry.
did I put the wrong inflection on the?
Yes.
on the- okay, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like a
It
Total,
sounded like
Total
a question.
Recall.
the new one.
Oh, okay, the remake, not
The remake.
the remake. No,
you said the remake,
no.
but you went up. So
Yeah.
you said
Okay.
you didn't say the remake. You said
No.
the remake.
Sorry about that.
Or like when this movie came out, there was another one. Like there was a meme that came out where it's like it's showing Captain America and he's like he met two gods and still a Christian, and then like Iron Man is like he met two gods, still an atheist, and you see the Hulk. It's like met two gods, beat the shit out of both of them. Like,
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner trained with a Olympic archer.
oh yeah,
For the role.
he was trained by Olympic archers to make his movements look more natural and
Oh shit.
Apparently, he got really good. Josh Whedon was a big fan of him doing the no look shot.
Damn, apparently, he did a lot of his own stunts too.
Renner?
that's
And
badass, dude.
And he
That's
got an
what he
injury.
survived
He,
the accident.
he tore a muscle in his back.
Oof.
Ouch.
I
How's he
said he was
doing, by
only
the
out for
way?
a few days, huh?
Has anybody hurt?
Well, he's recovering.
I heard
Yeah.
he's like out of the hospital now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard he's been recovering pretty good.
that's good.
It's like, what'd you call him? The Avenger that whooped the
the
snowplow's ass.
Oh yeah, the Avenger that whipped the snowplow's ass.
Big time, dude. I have forgotten the how much Coulson geeks out with Captain America in this movie.
Dude, and
Which
it's
on rewatch. Go ahead.
no, I was saying like, and it's so sad because he has Cap like twice
Oh, for an
to
autograph.
sign
Yeah,
his
yeah.
to sign his set, and then
And-
when he's killed, and fucking Fury just has to rub it in like he had these in his jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
Right,
There's
they're
the
like-
bloody cars. I'm like, wow.
Well, even that, like again, like with hindsight, like when
Right.
because Colby Smulders, like she says, like those were in his locker, and he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter, shut up. So like this dude, like still, bro, like Nick Fury went to this guy's locker, got his cards, went over, smeared him in Coulson's blood just so he could have that moment
Well,
to
man,
throw him on the table.
I wouldn't think he would like smear it in his blood. Just like, all right, anybody's blood.
Oh, I'm sorry, just hey, asshole,
Right.
you nameless henchman, come
Yeah,
bleed
he-
on these cards for me, please.
Yeah, he stabbed some random dude and just got his.
It's Nick
What are
Fury,
you
bro.
doing? I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah,
Right, don't worry about
Trying
it,
to
like-
save the world. Yeah.
Like you
But,
just
but if you watch it, Coulson kind of implies it before he dies. He says, "No, it's okay. They needed to," and then
oh, like he knew,
it
like
trails off. But then on rewatch, I realized that all those scenes of him geeking out on Captain were setting up the gut punch of him
yes,
dying.
of him dying, yes,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Because I was wondering why they're giving him so much screen time to this scene, which is a great, it works really
it's a,
good.
It's a
but,
good, it's a good payoff, yeah.
but it has a big payoff. Yeah.
Well, even on that note, then, like even with like when he shows up and Gwyneth Paltrow, she calls him by his name, like Pepper calls him Phil, and he's all like fucking surprised and stuff, and it's like, why would they give so much attention as like something small like that, where like Iron Man always saw him as just like, oh, some nameless government agent, like he didn't really care to learn his name or whatever. But as soon as like he learns that, okay, like this guy's kind of important to Pepper, maybe he should kind of be important to me too, you know?
Yeah.
And we don't really see much interaction between them after that. But toward the end, when he gives his whole, we have a Hulk speech, and he gets knocked out the window, like he calls Coulson by his name, and then he like gives the first shot to Loki to start the fight scene, the whole battle.
Okay.
When he was ready, and he also was it made angry, pissed off.
The what? The what?
Yeah, that's the line. He's like, yeah, because there's somebody else you pissed off. His name was Phil.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, and apparently the Hulk's voice was a combination of 4 people:
Really?
Mark Ruffalo, Lou Ferrigno, and 2 people from New Zealand.
To make like the few times that he talks, or to make it like his.
Yeah, like to make his voice like all like deep and like rumbly.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Didn't know that.
that's really cool.
I didn't know Lou Ferrigno was part of that.
That is cool. For just in case, like, there's anybody that doesn't know who Lou Ferrigno is. He was a bodybuilder way back in the day, very famous, and he actually played the Incredible Hulk on the Incredible Hulk series. So, just in case there's anybody out there like didn't know about the series or whatever and stuff like that, that is pretty cool.
And he has made a few cameos. Well, he cameos.
Well, he
in the second one.
He did both. He had a cameo in both the Eric Bana and the Ed Norton ones.
Really?
So in the I think in the Eric Bana one, he's walking out with Stan Lee, and they're both dressed as security guards.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Ed Norton one, he is just a security guard somewhere else. Oh, when he brings the pizza, he gives the pizza to Lou Ferrigno.
I love watching these for the podcast, rewatching them because there's so many good good parts that you forget. And I hadn't watched this movie in a long time. When Cap when they get on the helicarrier and the helicarrier takes off, and Cap just like silently gives Nick Fury $10, like because it's a call out to the earlier scene where Nick Fury says they're talking to him. Cap says something like, "You're not gonna surprise me" or something like that, and Nick Fury's like, "Yeah, $10 says I will," And they just later on just here you go.
Yeah, and just such a cool silent exchange, and again, like coming back to like good writing and everything, where like they didn't need to like make that scene clunky with like some kind of like dialogue or like, oh my god, you're right, I am surprised. Like,
Yeah.
just him handing the $10 over, like we know what it's for, they know what it's for, and just just keep on going, bro. And yeah, that was good.
The dialogue in this movie is so good. I mean, so many quips, so many good punchlines, so many little setups, and so many, the banter is great. Right here is really good when Iron Man, when Tony Stark shows up and he just starts like
Being
Calling
trash
out.
talking everybody, everything and everybody.
I love the nicknames that he gives people.
yes,
Yeah, very good.
Like in this one, Loki's Reindeer Games.
Reindeer game.
It's the first time he calls Thor Point Break,
yeah,
and he calls Hawkeye Legolas.
yes.
Legolas.
Oh, actually, and this is where he says capsicle too.
It's a capsicle,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, we were doing time as a capsicle, blah blah whatever. Like,
Such a douchebag.
he is, dude. So actually, okay. So a little fun trivia about that. Like Iron Man, the character was created because somebody dared Stan Lee to write a character that was a total douche that you shouldn't be able to love, but still make fans love him anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
he purposely wrote him like
As a
like
dick.
as a total dick. Yeah. So yeah, he purposely wrote him like that, whatever, just to try and to write the character of an asshole
Kobe!
that could still like be a likable character that the fans
Yeah.
would love. And lo and behold, here we are. Like.
But even then, I don't think that it would have been. It could have translated so well if it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr.'s.
His performance, yeah,
Some people are just born to play a certain role, and
right,
it's you can't imagine anybody else pulling it off.
right. So
I mean, and this whole movie just shows that, dude. The characters, Captain America, Incredible Hulk, Phil Coulson,
right,
like all of them were like, maybe they were, who knew they were meant to be, but it worked. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson.
right.
The casting directors for
Like the
all
whole-
the Marvel movies are
The whole fucking
Yeah.
series, I was
Yeah.
waiting for him to get motherfuckers. Just say the F word just once.
Right, just and he got real close right when he was getting dusted. He got real close to saying it.
Yeah,
and then
was the-
actually in Captain Marvel, like he actually said "Mother Flarkin"
Did he? Did he really?
What?
Yeah.
because Goose is a Flarkin. He looks like a cat,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's a Flarkin. So when he scratches him, he says "Mother Flarkin."
Okay. I missed that.
And then, so other than like little like just interesting factoids that aren't exactly pertaining to the movie, but apparently there was a story that like back in the day when Robert Downey Jr. was in high school, like he was picking on some kid for being a nerd reading comic books, and he ripped the kid's comic book up, and it turns out there was actually an Iron Man comic that he tore up.
That Robert Downey Jr. tore up.
Yeah, just to like because he was
It was a dick.
he was being an asshole. Whatever issue
He was. That's called method acting.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
How dare you read my books?
gotta hate the character to become the character. In
Yeah.
15 years.
Yeah, so just like weird little things like that. When Marvel, when they introduced the Ultimate storyline or the Ultimate Universe and
The
everything,
Ultimate Universe. Yeah.
when they drew Nick Fury, they purposely made him look like Sam Jackson, the artist did, because he was hoping that someday if they ever made movies of the Avengers or comic books, like if it ever got off the ground, like I guess there was buzz at the time. So he drew him as Sam Jackson with the purposeful hope that Sam Jackson would get cast as Nick Fury.
But not to try to contradict you or anything. But is that, has he said that it has been confirmed?
It has been confirmed, yes.
Because I always thought he just did it just because
No, I
because
mean,
it looked cool, you know.
yeah, no, I mean, they did it because they also wanted to, you know, at the time they were just kind of revamping everybody's character and their general look and everything.
Yeah, I know.
So they wanted
Oh,
to.
I have the Ultimate. I have that
Yeah.
now somewhere. I don't know.
So
where.
so they wanted to make
Yeah.
Nick Fury look different, but instead of just making him look like just any nondescript,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
black man, they made him specifically look like Sam Jackson.
Yeah, it's Mark Millar.
Yes.
It's Mark Millar and Brian Hitch, the artists for the Ultimate.
Yes.
Which is which by the way has a lot of the MCU takes ideas from those comics from that universe, the Ultimate universe. A lot of that the Captain America Winter Soldier. Which actually is a storyline from the regular MCU, but it was so good that they used it. But the elevator scene,
Oh yeah.
it's also actually that's from Civil War. Sorry, Civil War. But a lot of the looks, like the Thor look, a lot of the little storylines come from the Ultimates.
And then see, it's like right now another one. One of the guys that they showed on the helicarrier is actually one of the dudes from which one was it? I think it was Civil War. When we see like they just get Falcon's suit and they're gonna interrogate the dude, and they pitch him off the building, and then Falcon catches him and brings him back up. Like the guy from that scene was just on the helicarrier right now, like pressing buttons and monitoring screens and stuff.
Yeah, he comes out in the
Wasn't that Winter Soldier?
I think it's Winter Soldier.
Was it Winter Soldier? Oh yeah, it was. You're right. It was Winter Soldier.
Because when he was telling him the point of that project,
Right, was the whole. Yes, you're right.
they're gonna kill like 1 billion people in one shot,
Right. Yeah, you're right. That was Winter Soldier.
and that's when he mentions Doctor Strange, like
And
he-
Bruce Banner, actually.
mhm.
Doctor Strange, Bruce Banner. He mentioned like 2 or 3 different people, but yeah, you're right. That was Winter Soldier. But yeah, but that dude was actually right now just on the helicarrier, like pressing buttons and monitoring a screen or something. And
But he comes out in the I forget the name of the series where Coulson comes out. What's the name of that series? The
Agents of Shield.
Agents of Shield. Doesn't he come out in that too?
I think he does. I think
Which guy?
The little bald guy.
they were
That's
talking
like the Coulson's partner.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, right?
yeah, that guy.
in
I
like,
forget his name. I don't know.
in Endgame, he's the one that says like when Cap's gonna get the spear, he's like, no, like I need to call the director or whatever, and then Cap goes to him and says, "Hail Hydra." The bald
Yeah, him.
dude with glasses.
That dude. Okay.
That guy, yeah, he was on the helicarrier earlier right now.
Hail Hydra.
Spear magic helmet.
Such great dialogue. You know that this whole movie. It's. Oh, sorry.
You didn't hear that?
No, what did he say?
Because he just like transformed his suit into his battle suit or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So you see everything forming. I'm like spear magic helmet.
This was great too. The little Hitler reference.
Yeah, dude.
that's what I was saying.
Dude, even that line, there are no men like me. Like that's a good line.
Yeah, but then the answer is it's better.
Yeah.
They have always been man like you. Like the whole interaction is it's on point.
See,
And then Cap shows up and they're like, you know what? Last time
they're
I was
in Germany too.
yeah, because they're in Stuttgart.
yeah, they're in Germany. Yeah,
See, so that line right there, dude, was like I think like a little weak for me. Like, oh, last time I was here and I saw a bunch of people kneeling in front of somebody else, like or kneeling in front of a man. Like we ended up disagreeing. Like I think like that line isn't as good, dude. Like there's, it was in the X-Men book where I think it was Age of Apocalypse, or the Apocalypse Saga or something like that. It was like from the 90s, but like one of the last books in that storyline is Magneto, and he's like monologuing. In that alternate future, Magneto's the good guy. Like he's in charge of the X-Men. He's the good guys, and they're fighting Apocalypse, right? And so he's monologuing as he's talking to Apocalypse, about to kick his ass, and he says something along the lines of like you preen in posture, like you're the first person to ever consider the concept. When I was a child, I heard the same bullshit from a Berlin house painter, and then he goes on from there, whatever and stuff. And it's actually like it's really well done, and like so that line from Cap right there, like, oh, the last time that I was in Germany, whatever, like they could have, I think, pulled a little bit from that other scene with Magneto, because as he's doing it, like Magneto's like literally like pulling trash to make his own armor so he can like go and fuck up Apocalypse. It's really
Yeah, but
it's
that's a little bit of nitpicking. I mean,
it-
they're not going
it
to
is-
go through the.
It is, dude.
Yeah,
but no, I'm not talking about like you have to do the whole thing. You know what I mean? But I'm just
Yeah.
saying like that one line could have been better. Like, oh, we ended up disagreeing.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit of a.
It's in character with him.
Well, I mean, I mean, and now you know Captain America is it's a simple, straightforward dude. He's not gonna be, he's not Loki where he's gonna ad lib and
Yeah, dude, but
his words more.
yeah, but look at that
more
line, dude.
annoying,
But look at the lines before it, dude. There are no men like me. There will always be men like you.
Hit
That boom, boom, and like they're quick, fast, to the point, and they hit, dude. And then this whole last time I was here, we ended up disagreeing. Like it's just a bit of a flat line, dude. Like that could have been a really good epic line for him to come into.
Well, like another scene that wonder where they're Thor and Captain America they're going at it, and like Miggy brought it up earlier. It's like, well, so would have been perfect. Like, you know, are you tired, man? I can't go on for days or whatever.
shit.
Either way, I think.
That made a lot of noise.
Oh, what?
He put his
I
boot
put
on
my
the table.
boot on the fucking
And
and
on
then the
yours.
headphones just.
Hey, that's on you, baby.
No, I
That's on
know.
you.
I try to lay it down like gently too, but
You need to have yourself a talking to.
Right, you give yourself a talking to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thor just
So-
grabbed Loki and bailed.
you can't be doing that.
Exactly. I just feel that this movie was really good. The sequels were great, but I think that for some reason Marvel in some of the later movies they haven't been
Okay,
able
look.
to equal. They have not been able to match the good dialogue from the Avengers era in the later movies. It just hasn't hit the same way, especially later. I don't know who they're picking for to write the scripts, but they're just not the same.
Well, like we talked about it earlier, is like when they created once Iron Man blew up like crazy, or they started writing the other stories, they wrote, you know, in mind to, we gotta make so much movies, we have to make, you know,
So
at
many
least
movies.
so many movies, and with this this whole series, and you know, at least, you know, well, of course they did what, 5, 4. There's 5 Avenger ones.
There's
Avengers,
Age
Age
of
of
Ultron,
Ultron, Infinity War,
There's 4.
Endgame,
Civil
Yeah.
War.
Civil War, 5.
Civil War's
Well,
actually
was Captain-
technically a Captain America
America
movie.
Oh, that's right.
It
Oh, you're
feels,
right, you're right,
It
you're
feels
right.
like
It feels like
I like Avengers because
You're right, because they were
Yeah.
all there. But yeah.
So 4 in total.
So yeah, 4.
So, but like they wrote that all in mind because of the fact that, you know, like at the end of this one, they snip it and you have Thanos come out, right? Where we don't actually
there's
see
the Ravens.
Thanos until Infinity War.
What does that have to do with the dialogue?
Well, not the dialogue, just the fact that they set up the whole movie perfectly.
Oh, okay.
Like the whole series, like everything was planned, and like these new ones are just like,
Everything feels
there's
great.
no end goal to where they want to reach.
Right. Everything
They're
feels,
just milking off this.
Yeah, because he was in 2 post-credit scenes before he was in any movie, or before Infinity War. Because it was
You mean
this
Thanos?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was this one where he just like looks and does that gay ass smile.
Yeah,
I mean, weird ass smile.
yeah.
And then
Oh,
there's
yeah.
the other one, the I'll do it myself.
Who doesn't look nothing like what's his name? Josh
Brolin?
Josh Brolin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some random.
he doesn't look like a Goonie at all, dude.
No, not a goodie at all. In that, just to remind me, since Miggy was asking about little trivia bits, when he says the reason he smiles is because the guy is telling him, you know, to go against Earth is
court
gonna be
death.
is to court death, and then
And-
he smiles is because in the original Infinity War saga, or one of them anyway, the reason that Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet and like destroys half the universe, it wasn't because he had good intentions. It's because he wanted to literally court death.
He was in love
trying
with
to
death.
So
impress the actual incarnation of death.
thank you. I was gonna like tell you like, hey, like explain what
person-
death is.
yeah, yeah.
So in the comic books,
Take it away.
yeah.
Mutes.
So in the comic books, Death is actual like a real character. She's a
real
woman.
character.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And she
I
is
just read that already.
and she is Death,
Good
right?
job.
So apparently, like Thanos also has beef with like Deadpool because she's got like a thing for him. And
didn't
so like he cursed Deadpool basically, or he had her curse him with immortality basically. That way, like the idea of keeping them apart. That way, like if Deadpool can never die, then he'll never be with Death. So like kind of like freeing him up to be like, hey. So he used the Infinity Gauntlet to like basically make Deadpool immortal.
Oh shit.
What a
But go back to the
Yeah, right?
death.
What a
dick move,
dude.
bro.
Yeah, ultimate. But go back to the
Salty.
death. You were talking about the character of Death and how like Thanos was actually trying to impress Death by killing half of the universe.
Right. Yeah. So that was the whole thing, right? He loves death, like as a character, like the personification, this character that is death. Like it's not just like the concept of death. Like in the comic books, it's a real person.
Yeah, it's a real person.
You know, and he's madly in love with her. So yeah, that was aside from his whole. It's a simple calculus. It was the whole thing of like, yeah, well, if I kill half these motherfuckers,
She has to like
yeah, dude, like what better wedding present is there than a bunch of dead bodies?
Like,
She never did, right? She never. You could give two shits about him.
Nah. Well, they kind of have like an on again, off again thing in the comics, dude.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that that's where they were going for the Infinity Saga before they probably figured somebody said, you know what, this is silly. Like we're not gonna have, the personification of death,
Right.
Trying to, and probably evolve into what ultimately became Infinity War, but
Right.
which was great anyway. The way they did it worked out perfectly.
So what you're saying is
Yeah,
Thanos
it's an incel.
gets no bitches.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's a simp for death, dude.
It's a sim for death. That's a great metal band.
Simp for death. Simp for death.
Metal name band.
No shit.
Metal
Or at least
band name.
or at least one song.
Or at least one song.
At
Yeah.
least one song. Yeah, somebody
Simp for death.
write that song. Send it to us. Let us.
And pay us royalties, please.
We're giving you the idea.
We get like a penny in the mail
Like
every 3 months. There you go.
It's actually costing money to fucking make this shit.
at that point, right? Because I mean, like the cost of the stamp is worth way more than the penny itself, dude. Like, or even the check that a check for 1 cent, dude.
There it
Uh-oh.
goes.
Oh,
Hold on.
oh yeah, you can hear all that, dude.
Oh shit.
Are we
Oh, so now you're trying to smack bugs out of the air, dude? Like, you get mad at me for smacking a bug on my pants up, but now you're trying to smack them out the air?
Yeah, but I'm trying to kill him. I'm just trying to.
I didn't know that.
I'm just trying to teach you a lesson.
It's a malicious. This is typical.
Apparently,
liberal
you
movement,
also
bro.
hit like a girl, because that bug just struck that thing off too, dude.
No kidding, dude.
Ah.
I'm just giving a warning, man. You straight up try to murder that guy.
That was one of those people that fucking doesn't kill bugs because they have families.
Like, right? After a long hard day at the office, it goes back to his little bug wife, little
Well,
bug
took care
suitcase,
of it.
little
It's like, well, oh no, not it's trail of ants.
just
I mean, if I can avoid them, imagine you're like just chilling, working. You're at work and some fucking asshole steps on you, like.
I dream
Every
that,
fucking day,
I
dude,
dream
like
about
this.
that every fucking
Like
day when
when?
I take a call.
like when?
Splatter me, bro.
Like please.
Whoa.
Oh.
But no, but even this, right? Like 'cause she mentions it somewhere. I think is it this one where she talks about her ledger being red,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
with like her tone and everything, like she makes it like it's a bad thing, right? Like I owe people, like I gotta wipe the slate clean and get out of debt, basically, like this, like the way she like phrases it, right? And then later on in her movie, the dad is like, "Oh, your ledgers must be dripping with red," like like as a positive thing, like, "Oh, you must have killed a lot of motherfuckers," like that's awesome, like.
Something that I caught too. Speaking about her movie Black Widow, when Hawkeye says, "Have you ever feel like your brain has been like turned inside out or something like that? Like your brain has been," and she's like deadpans, like I have,
Yeah.
like that was because that was 10 years before Black Widow ever came out, so I think that was a really good.
Yeah, it was.
What's going on here?
No, I saw just Martin. He was like just fucking like
Just
getting ready to fuck with the
Oh.
thing.
It's not very
Cor-
Gryffindor of you, bro.
Caressing
The spring.
Hey,
spring.
don't get mad at me. Mickey had a moment, okay?
caressing
It looks like
he's
it,
caressing
yeah.
his brain. He's just giving the old.
A little flickaroo.
You feel that, Miggy?
Yeah.
And that was
His face, dude.
and that was disgusting. I'll never do that again. I'll never deadlock eye with me.
I feel so dirty.
Dory.
Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Was that Lumlow? Was that his
Ludlow?
Ludlow?
Because
Because he wore a helmet similar to that.
no, well, yes, it was similar, but the one like Ludlow had like a skull painted on it too, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he wore basically like mechanized brass knuckles.
Oh.
Like he had like they were gauntlets, but they were like spring loaded or something. So when he threw punches, like it wasn't just a chingazo from the brass knuckle, like it would still project and like hit harder.
So why do they have those?
Because remember, this is where Cap is like discovering like the secret of like Nick Fury's using
Hydra.
he's trying to recreate old Hydra tech that was powered by the Tesseract. So that's where he's finding the crate. So like he recognizes this stuff because he saw it in World War II.
Yeah,
And I think
firsthand.
that's a flamethrower, dude.
Yeah.
I think we're to go back and compare that with Captain America: The First Avenger. Like you'll see the Hydra guys, the Hydra Nazis, like they're all wearing like those helmets and stuff, and they're.
Yeah.
So I think that was a flamethrower. That was one of their little space guns. That line, "You mewling Quim," that is
What's a quim?
What does that mean?
it's a very dirty slur for vagina.
Really?
It's basically the C word. Like it's the Shakespearean word for the C word.
Oh shit.
So he's basically calling her like a whiny word. Yeah, he's calling her whiny. But
I can't say that, sir.
we'll fix that in
How do you
post.
say C word twice and then
and
actually
Well,
say
because
it?
Marty
and
said
then
it, so I was
drops
like,
it.
so Marty said it, so I was like, okay, so it must be okay to say that.
party. I can say whatever.
No,
I can say whatever they want.
no,
Okay, so-
don't follow his example.
Okay, so
sir.
we'll fix that in post, dude,
Taking
but
both
basically
those out.
that's what he's calling her. He's calling her a whiny woman or whatever stuff. But it's a very
Wow.
it's a very ugly slur for it, dude. Yeah, yeah. See, that's what he just pulled out of the crate.
Right.
So it's not was it Crossbones? Is Ludlow's his Crossbones, right?
Phase 2.
And was this still the original phase, or was this already phase 2 of Marvel also?
No, this is phase 1.
It's still phase 1?
They just
Okay.
call phase 2 the missile.
Oh, okay. No, I just thought maybe like that would have been like a weird
Like a
little
meta- like a little meta
yeah,
call out,
that they're in phase 2 and they're calling that phase 2. You know, like
No, this is still phase 1. I think this was the end of phase 1.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. I was gonna say something I forgot. The Quim explanation kind of threw me off.
it threw you off, yeah.
Final thoughts on the movie?
That it was great. It set up a great run. It set up a
Great franchise.
great franchise.
And it holds very well after 10
yeah.
fucking years, man. And it's like there's still little things that
Right.
We've missed.
After rewatching and rewatching and rewatching, there's still tons of little things to catch here and there, dude.
I hate how young everybody looks in this.
Right compared to like Endgame, when we actually see old Steve Rogers, comparing him to now,
Yeah.
like oh man, like that guy aged.
Do you think when he came back, when he returned everything and he stayed with Peggy, do you think like he could still whoop some ass like at that age?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Oh yeah, old man Cap.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
old man
I think
Cap.
Old man Cap could.
I was
throw-
just thinking fucking
throw down.
that stamina he has. Poor Peggy. She looked good. Damn. He never had kids though, right?
No,
We don't
no, that we know. No.
that we know.
Cinematically, no, we don't know.
By the way, the actress Peggy, what's her name? Haley Atwell.
Haley Atwell.
Comes out in Mission Impossible, the new Mission Impossible movie, the last one, and does a really good job. The movie's really good too.
She's not a love interest, is it?
Not really, no,
Oh, okay.
not really, but
I don't want her tainted by that scientific
But-
ecology guy.
yeah,
Scientology.
yes, Scientology guy. No, that's fair. I hear you. No, just a little veering off cinematic
With
si-
Agent Carter, bro. She's hot.
detour there.
Little FF.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think this movie was really really good, and
Oh, I forgot that
when
was in
it
this
started,
movie.
yeah,
The what?
Then he says, "You take off that suit of armor. What are you?"
yeah.
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
And
I
goes
forgot
back
that
to
was-
the perfect writing, dude. The lines, the comebacks.
I just forgot that was in this movie.
A lot of things came out of this, yeah. a lot of memes, a lot of
very.
And even like at this part, I would put on the suit, like thinking of the
Which-
Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
which reminded me of they finished that fight in Civil War. That's when you got the Captain America Iron Man showdown.
Yeah.
So a
Hey.
lot of little things that paid off later.
I just realized he's left-handed.
Yep.
He's ambidextrous.
In
Jeremy
the comic
Renner.
books, he is, yeah.
Oh, so
Well,
so
I don't know if Jeremy Renner is,
Jeremy
but
Renner's not.
that's what. But the characters was.
Oh,
what
no,
I'm
yeah, I
saying.
know. Yeah,
the
yeah.
characters.
Hawkeye is ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
But Jeremy Renner's not.
But Jeremy Renner's actually left-handed. Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't realize he was left-handed until just right now.
Like half the shit that he did, like because he's a regular human, like bro, you should have been dead.
Right. Like.
Like when he jumps off the skyscraper and shit and swings down and just blasts it through the
Right. Like he
fucking
should
window.
at least dislocated his
first of all,
shoulder on the.
It's a skyscraper window, you know for a fact. Though you can't break those easily,
Right.
and you just
Even the stop, dude. Like when the rope finally like went taut and like he started to swing into the building, like yeah, that's a sudden jerk, dude. Like he fell a good like 30 feet, dude. Like
yeah, that should have.
dislocated his shoulder at least, something.
Well, maybe for you guys because you guys are not Avengers.
That is fair.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And with that, Burn, we're gonna
That's a sick burn, branch.
we're gonna conclude today's episode. Thank you again for nerding out with us once again. We still have a shitload more movies to talk about, so like I said, we are gonna be watching them in order, chronologically according to the MCU timeline. But if there's anything that you want us, any movie that you specifically want us to see or talk about or discuss, anything that you're like kind of lost on, then we can watch it ahead of when we're supposed to, and we'll watch all the breakdowns, all the things that we need to see or watch to give you an explanation that you need. Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. Be good, be safe. From me and mine to you and yours.
Salud.
Salute.
Cheers.
Timmy, bye, Timmy.